Welcome everybody to another daily Japanese study video, where I study Japanese every single day and I bring you and Twitch along for the ride. Today, it's a little late in the day, so we're going to keep it easy, keep it quick, keep it short with 3 NHK News Web Easy articles. I was shown a newer website, which was Yasashi Asahi, which we might check out to see like, hey, does it mix it up more than NHK News Web Easy? At the very least, it's going to be written by different people. So I think that might be something that we do tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to kind of picking from what they have on the site and reading a couple articles from that as a quick review of it. Anyways, let's start with this one. This is definitely going to be a governmental one. And 新しい料理大臣を決める国会10月21日から始まる. Okay, so they're going to begin on the 21st of October, huh? So we have October 21st here, and we have kokai. So kokai, national diet. So that is the Japanese government, essentially, right? It's the legislative branch, if I recall. And we have Atarashi Rori Daijin. So Rori Daijin is the prime minister, the actual head of the cabinet. And o kimeru, so to choose. So they are going to choose the new prime minister. So we'll know at least in a couple of weeks, maybe, who the new prime minister will be. Seiji no news desu. This is news about politics and the government. Seiji, politics, government. 政治のニュースです。15日国会の予定を決める会議がありました。So there was a meeting to decide preparations for the diet for choosing this, because we have kokai, the diet, yotte here, plans, arrangements, kimeru, still to choose, and then kaigi is a meeting or a conference, and arimashita, there was. So, 今回は今月21日から始まることが決まりました。So, they decided that they will begin on the 21st. Okay. We have 自民党wa, which is the Liberal Party, right? 自民党. Yeah, Liberal Democratic Party. 自民党は最初の日に、最初の日に新しい総理大臣を選ぶ選挙をしたいと言いました。So they said all of this. So let's work through this. We have 最初 over here. 最初, beginning, first, outset. 最初, 最後 and 最高. Very different words. 最初, beginning. 最後 is end, and 最高 is like, wow, amazing. For whatever reason, they all three operate in the same spot in my brain. So when I hear one, I think of the other. So 最初の日. 最初の日. So at the beginning of the day に新しい総理大臣を選ぶ選挙. So 選挙 is election, right? Yeah. So an election that chooses the new prime minister. 新しい総理大臣. So new prime minister を選ぶ to choose, to select. Then 選挙をしたいと言いました. So they want an election to choose them in the early that day, I guess. So しかし, you know what? Because I'm not exactly sure on that first little bit here, let's throw this into the deepest of L's here. The Liberal Democrat said it wants to hold an election decided on the first day. Okay. So they're saying on the first day that they begin meeting up on the 21st, they want to hold that election. And then we have しかし. However, but しかし. 他の党はいつがいいかよく考えたいと imashita. So they said, 考えたい. So to be able to think, right? So 考える to think, but we have it in tai, so they want to think. Sorry, not be able to, want to think. So we have itsu ga I. Itsu ga wood boar. 12th term of the sexagenary cycle. Don't know what that is. Don't care. But itsu ga ii ka yoku. Itsu ga ii ka. So I is just good, right? So ii ka. Itsu ga ii ka yoku. I believe this is like particle ga. So, here. You know what? This is another good one to throw into here. So, however, the other parties, yeah. Hoka over here, other. Shikashi, itsu ga ii. They wanted to carefully consider what would be best. When would be best. Itsu ga ii ka. Okay. Okay. So because we have ka here, is this like when is good ka? So just like when is good ka yoku kangaetai. Yes, okay. Okay. Fair enough. So by having that ka on there, they're essentially putting this little tiny question in there and stating the question as part of the sentence. So shikoshi hoka no to wa. To is just like party. So party, a political party. And hoka, like we said, is other, different. So, しかし他の党はいつがいいかよく考えたい。考えたい。That feels weird. 考えたいと言いました。新しい総理大臣を選ぶ選挙をいつ行うか。So when will they be doing the election to choose the new one? この後も話し合います。So, この後、後 here, behind, rear, or later. So after this, も話し合います。So, 話し合います to discuss. So 話 is a story, a talk. Ao to meet. So to meet and talk is to discuss. 話し合います. So they're taking two things we know and just slamming them together, which that makes sense. So they're also going to discuss this when they're going to do the actual choosing of the prime minister. Well, we worked through that pretty good. And even a lot of the like governmental words, we made it through just fine. There's senkyo, Soridaijin, which once again, just prime minister.
総理大臣
Yeah, there we go. All right, well, that was fun. Our next one here is about soccer. Look, you can see they got cleats on. As the British say, soccer. Nice. サッカー男子、日本がブラジルに初めて勝った。So, 勝った。Won. Katsu is to win. We have 勝った because it's past tense. So, 勝った won. 初めて first time. So, for the first time, they won. Now, who did they win over? So, we have 日本がブラジル. Brazil. That's actually pretty impressive. Good job, guys. So, on your first win over Brazil, hopefully Brazil comes back and puts you in your place, though. So, soccer danshi. Danshi, men, boy. So, it's boys soccer, men's soccer, essentially. So, men's soccer. Brazil is beaten by Japan for the first time. Soccer no news desu. This is news about soccer. I love when they do this just to like, well, we can't have an article that's just 3 sentences. Add a 4th one. It's fine. Okay. 14日、サッカー男子の試合。試合 is competition, right? Match game? Yeah, okay. 試合で日本の代表チームがブラジルに初めて勝ちました。So, 勝ちました is just 勝った but polite form. So this is our casual form, this is our polite form. So we have 代表チーム so 代表、representative, typical of. So, 日本の代表 by putting Japan's representative team. Okay, I see. So it's the team representing Japan がブラジル、ugh.
ブラジル
Yeah, Brazil. Okay. Oh, that's kind of neat. It detected that I already had this in my country's one. I didn't add it via this. Oh, that's neat. Anyways, ブラジルに初めて勝ちました。強さの、順番。I don't know if I know 順番. Maybe I do. So, 強さ. 強い is strong. 強さ is strongness. 順番. Order turn. 順番. Order turn. So the strength's order? I'm not quite sure what to make of that little bit there. Huh. Anyways, we'll look it in detail later. Let's keep going though. ブラジルのチームは世界で6番. That is pretty impressive. So in the world, Brazil's team is number 6. 日本は That's an upset right there. That is an upset. 19th ranked Japan beats 6th ranked Brazil. That is pretty awesome for them then. I can see why they're stoked. Okay, good job, guys. That is a shocking win, I guess. Okay. 日本は19番です. Okay, so let's grab this all together. But like this does mean like strength. Yeah, okay. So grab all of that together. See what in terms of strength. Oh. So this right here, they were getting it as order turn. Order turn, obedient, docile, submissive. And what? Okay. Order turn. Oh, the order of strength. So in terms of the order of strength. Okay, I see. Okay. That's where it's coming from. So, 強さの順番. So, ban is like ranking, right? Because we have 世界で6番 over there and 19番 after that. So, 順番. Okay. So like ranking or like in what order are they? So 強さの順番. I see. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and add that in. I'm perfectly fine with that one. All right. 今まで. So until now, excuse me, 13回試合をして, so this is the 13th match they've had because Shiai is match. And then we have Kai as a counter here. Counter for occurrences, right. So until now, this is the 13th. Up till now, this is the 13th match. 日本は一回も勝ったことがありませんでした. And Japan also, as for Japan's one time, one time, も勝った. Okay, so Japan winning one time, ことがありませんでした. Hasn't happened. So Japan hasn't won once in the previous 13 times up until now. is what I'm reading on this, which makes sense because we did see Hatsumete over there. Japan played 13 matches and never won a single one. Yeah, okay. Which we kind of knew that the second half here because of this right here. Hatsumete katsumashita. So one for the first time. So obviously they must have lost all the others, right? Okay. 中華の試合では、ブラジルが先に2点を取りました。So, 2点を取りました。They got, so at the beginning, Brazil got 2 points, huh? So 10 must be points because that, just in the context here, that's the only thing I can get from them. Dot, spark, mark, grade, points. Yes, okay. 2点. Okay, so that is another counter. A lot of counters, a lot of counters. And I can speak from experience that if you use the wrong counter accidentally, you will confuse whoever you're talking to for a little bit until they realize, oh, they probably misspoke on the counter. Let me figure out what that should be. Oh, I think I know what they're saying. Did you mean this? I've had that happen to me twice when I was like, I'm just going to use to, I'm just going to use like the generic counter because I don't know the counter for this. And that happened. Okay, so Brajira, not Brajira. That sounds like a bra for Godzilla. Brajira. Brajiru が先に2点を取りました。しかし、日本はその後3点取って、3 to 2. I don't know how to do this bit right here. 3 to 2で勝ちました。So they won 3 to 2. 3 to 2. How would you say this? I wonder if Dipple will get it right. Probably not, but we'll try it.
しかし、日本はその後3点取って、3-2で勝ちました。
3? I?
しかし、日本はその後3点取って、3-2で勝ちました。
Hyphen ni? San hyphen ni? Here, let's see. Haifu? Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, nothing there. Huh. Score sheet. Haifu. Haifu. Maybe. I am hearing haifu there, but I could be. Oh, she might be saying hyphen. She might be trying to say hyphen. Hyphen.
しかし、日本はその後3点取って、3-2で勝ちました。
Yes. Yes, that is in fact what the robot is trying to say. So, hey, if you know how to say 3 to 2, please let me know because I will probably forget to look it up after this. Okay. Okay. サッカーでブラジルに勝ったのは歴史に残るすごいことです。Okay, so 歴史 history, right? So 歴史の残る. Nokoru is like to be left behind, right? So we go to this bit. Remainder balance, right? So we go to just this to remain to be left. Rakishi ni nokoru. So this is left in history. So making history. Rakishi ni nokoru. Okay. I knew both of these words, did not know this turn of phrase, so this is a good one right here. I'm going to go ahead and add that to Anki. Rekishi ni nokoru. Sugoi koto desu. And this will be left in history. It's an amazing thing. They won a game against Brazil. And you know what? That is definitely an upset. Ranked 19 Japan beating ranked 6th Brazil. Okay. So good on you, boys. Good on you. All right. Let's go ahead and look at our last one here. It looks like it's about workers. Let's see. Hataraku hito, working people. So hataraku hito is workers ga morao kyuro. 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 I don't. Kyuro. Wages. Okay. I think we've gotten this before, but I did not remember it. Do it this way. I just think I put it in. I clicked the wrong one, didn't I? I did. Okay. You. Delete. Close that. There we go. Okay. And then if we do that, okay, it does know. 働く人がもらう給料、今までで一番上がった。So, the wages that workers receive is at the highest it's ever been, essentially, is what they're saying. Which that makes sense because that's how inflation works. It's always going to be that way until something very bad happens. So, this is maybe a good thing, yeah. But morale to receive. So 働く人がもらう給料. So 給料. So wages received by workers, essentially. 今までで一番上がった to go up, to rise up. So this is the most that they've been. So 働く人がもらう給料のニュースです。Is this 3 in a row that we've gotten the fluff sentence on there? Wonderful. 国は働く人の給料がどのくらい上がってか、今年の7月から8月の間に調べました。So they investigated the period between July and August of this year. And what did they investigate? This question right here. So we have a ka here. This is a question, right? 働く人の給料がどのくらい上がった right? So 働く人が給料がどのくらい上がった Wonderful. Which is about how much did the wages of workers rise? So, and they investigated between these 2 months. Sure. 働く人の1ヶ月の給料は平均 average. The rest of these we've covered already. 平均で1万3600円上がったことがわかりました。So it is understood that the average went up by 13,000. Okay, so the average for a month period, as we have kagetsu up at the front. So the average for a month period went up by less than $136. Let's see. If you get, okay, so let's calculator. Yes, programmer mode. If you have a $5 raise times 40 times 4, so less than $5 by a lot, because it's 136. Okay, so like a quarter of that. So 125 times 4 times 40. 200. That's also too much. Okay. 75 cents. Let's try that. Okay. 75. Okay, nope. That I can't do point here. Because it's in programmer mode, standard 0.75 times 4 times 40. Okay, so somewhere between $1.75 raise on average is what they're saying here. That's not that much. 去年より、okay. 去年より、1640円起きて、今まで一番上がりました。So they're saying that it is 1,640 more than last year. Okay, so it went up by about 13,600, which is more than last year by yay much. Okay. And that is the highest it's been so far. 今まで一番上がりました。Sure. 小さい会社より大きい会社。Oh, okay. 小さい会社より大きい会社の方が上がっています。That makes sense. So they're saying small companies, 小さい会社, more than large companies, 大きい会社の方, direction, way. So the が上がっています. So it went up more for small companies than large companies, which that makes sense. Thank you, Flame, for bringing that up. Thank you for the reminder. We should all be so lucky to think about Goromi. Large companies are performing better than small. Oh, performing? 会社の方. 会社の方. Oh, welcome, Flame. Hope you're doing well. Method of, manner of, care of, side. Well, that's kata. I need down here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so they're saying large companies. Well, no. That doesn't make sense in the context of this. I think Deeple might be getting this wrong. Because why would they say, in a discussion of wages increasing, larger companies are doing better than small companies, unless they're saying that large companies are doing a better job of raising wages, but that seems like a weird way of phrasing. Okay. 国は大きい会社は働く人に行ってもらうために小さい会社より給料を上げているようだと話してます。Okay, so Yoda is like seems. So Yoda is saying, seems. That's not the voice of Yoda. That's the voice of the guy from, that's Bacchus's voice. Ryuga Gotoku. Hey, boy. But, let's see. Kuniwa. So, according to Japan, the country, 大きい会社は, large companies, right? Big companies. So, as for big companies, 働く人に, two workers, 行ってもらう. 行って. Oh, it's iru in te form? So, ために. To receive workers. 小さい会社. I'm a bit lost on this one. Here, let's do this. Let's deeple this one just for the sake of it. Ours seem to be paying higher salaries as long as retain their employees. That makes sense. Oh, okay. For the sake of Uni, welcome in. It's going to take me a second to work through that because I'm slow and the text is small. Actually, here, let's cheat. Put it on the big screen for us. Okay. 新しく配信が次 Okay, I see. I see. Yeah. uh, I've my understanding is that in Japan, people tend to not quit very much because aren't there like people you can hire to quit for you? I've heard I've quit I swear I've heard of that. Uh really? Resignation agencies, proxy quitters. Okay. Yeah. I think they might be paying more money because they have more money. Anyways, hey, that was really cool. To get through. There is a video here, so let me hide my big dumb face. Also, Uni, welcome in. Welcome in.
厚生労働省は働く人の賃金の実態を明らかにしようと毎年6月分を対象に調査していて、今回は回答が得られた全国5万余りの事業所の結果を集計しました。それによりますと、非正規雇用を含むフルタイムで働く
How
人の
is
去年の平均
NHK's
賃金は
footage always so
月額
blurry?
33万400円で、比較できる1976年以降3年連続で過去最高額を更新しました。雇用形態別に見ると、正規雇用の人が34万8600円で前の年より 3.7% 増えたのに対して、フルタイムで働く非正規雇用の人は23万3100円で 2.9% の増加でした。また男女別では、男性は36万3100円で前の年よりも 3.5% 増加、女性は27万5300円で 4.8% の増加となり、男女間の賃金格差は比較できる1976年以降で最も小さくなりました。厚生労働省は、春闘における賃上げの影響などを受け、全体の平均賃金も高まっている。男女間の賃金格差については、企業に公表を義務付けていることなどからやや縮まってきていて、今後の動向を注視していきたいとしています。
Okay. Well, one thing I want to quickly do, Uni put something in here that I'm assuming this is to quit, but I don't recognize it. So let's put this in here because they did this to resign. Yes. So, yameru. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So yamete shimao, right? Yeah, to, okay. Yep. Yamete shimao. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, that was 3 quick articles, all very easy. Like I said, I'm trying to make it nice and quick today in order to be able to relax a little bit tonight. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you got something out of that. Obviously, not a lot of new words for us today. I think we got 1 total, but you know what? That's still better than nothing, and review is review regardless. So, いつもありがとうございます. As always, thank you so much. Good luck with your studies. I hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily Japanese study video. I will see you then. Goodbye.